Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday, so you already know today is going to be a Motivation Monday video. Okay guys, so today our topic is trust the timing of your life. I'm doing this video because I definitely have been going through some things that made me realize that I just have to trust the timing of my life. So I'm just going to share some things with you that I found very useful during this time in my life. Okay, so we all know that we all have timelines for things we want to do in life and things that we want to happen for us. But unfortunately, the way life is that sometimes things don't go according to our plans, and it becomes very, very frustrating. And it's at that moment in time when things feel very frustrating that we need to let go and start trusting the timing of our lives. What I mean by that is that we need to realize that everything in life happens at an appointed time, which may be very different from the time that we have appointed ourselves. So the timing that you want to do something may not necessarily be the time that something was allocated to happen in your life. And that's okay. And we need to reach a point where we accept that, sometimes that is the situation. Like, it'd be like that sometimes, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world, And just remember that delay is not denial, okay? I'll say that again. Delay is not denial, honey. It's not denial. In fact, in Ecclesiastes 3 verse 11, it actually says he has made everything beautiful in its time. So everything will work out at an appointed time. And that appointed time is obviously not yours, So realize that it's normal to feel sad. It's normal to feel, unhappy, or left behind, or feel like, oh, I should be doing this at this point in my life. All of those thoughts and feelings are extremely normal, and there's nothing wrong with you for feeling that way. But don't dwell on it and don't allow it to take over your mind, because that's how you end up being really, really sad about things that you can't change some of the times. So I just have a few tips here that I always try to remember whenever I feel like, oh, this is not going according to plan. Okay, so the first thing is remind yourself that everything will work out exactly as it's supposed to be. So just be in a space where you're like, you know what, it's not working out the way I wanted it to right now, but that doesn't mean it's never going to work out. It's going to work out as it's supposed to, when it's supposed to. And just that sort of release helps you to feel better, because you're acknowledging that you can't change it. You have no control over what's happening right now, but you know that it's not going to be like this forever. It's going to get better, and it does. The second thing that you need to remind yourself is that sometimes the timing you have for yourself is different from the actual timeline that your life has been created in, and that's okay. Just remember that at the end of the day, just because it's not happening today doesn't mean it's not happening tomorrow. Maybe your timing is for it to happen tomorrow and not today, and that's okay. And that's something you need to accept. And that actually leads to the third point, which is accept that there are things you cannot control. So like anything in life, there are things that you have control over. For example, what time you're going to bed tonight. Chances are you have control over that. But then there are other things in life that you can't really control. And whenever you're in that kind of situation, you need to just accept it and release it, because no amount of stressing out or being sad is going to change that fact. You also need to live a life of trusting that everything is going to work out, trusting that everything's going to be okay, trusting that everything is going to be exactly how it's supposed to be. And that means you have to live a life of hope, a life of faith, and a life of just being positive and trusting that you deserve all the good things in life, and all the good things will come, even if that takes more time than you thought it would take. And of course, as usual, I found us a really good quotation on Pinterest, which says, everything comes to you at the right time. Be patient and trust the process. I'll say that again. Everything comes to you at the right time. Be patient and trust the process. And this is so, so true. Everything always works out and happens exactly when it's supposed to. And when you look back, you'll probably realize, yeah, it's a good thing that this happened at this time. Remember that the sun and the moon both shine, but they shine at different times. There's a time for the sun to be the center of attention, and there's a time for the moon to be the center of attention. But that doesn't mean that the time for the moon isn't going to come just because right now the sun is shining, and so on. It's a process. Okay, just remember that everything is going to work out at the appointed time, exactly how it's supposed to be, and everything will be made beautiful in its own time. Thank you so much for tuning in. That was today's video. I hope you find it useful. I hope it's encouraging. And yeah, today's video is not as harsh as some of my other videos have been in the recent past. So I hope this was good. Thank you so much. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe.